يا الله. هاي وصلن.
Hey guys, new video. Now we are going to talk about Iran and Israel and what is going on there.
Here's a live look over Israel. Israel knew this attack was coming and closed its airspace today. U.S. forces have shot down some Iran-launched attack drones flying towards Israel, according to a U.S. defense official. The defense official said the effort to intercept the attack will continue. The Israeli military also says it's ready to defend its homeland.
Now there's a few things that I want to highlight in this video, and the first one will be this article going around, and here it says, if the lights go dark, call out the CIA and the state of Israel.
So this is a false flag. A false flag is an event or an action that causes damage that is blamed on a different party than the one who did it. So that's the false flag. In other words, if they say Iran did it, Russia did it, China did it, you know, these are they're pointing to the flag of a different country, but really Israel and the CIA have run our country ever since they killed JFK on November 22nd, 1963. And we will get into the JFK piece. I just want to say one other thing, Renette, about this. So when they do this, okay, so when they do this big event, it's going to cause a tremendous amount of chaos. People are going to die. There's going to be social conflict, social unrest. The illegal immigrants who they brought here intentionally. Israel and the CIA flooded our country with these illegal immigrants, many of them who are so-called military-age men, okay? Right. There's going to be a lot of chaos involving that. But when the power and internet come back on, the most important thing is Israel and the CIA did it. Do not believe any of the lies. Do not believe, just like they lied about Osama bin Laden, they lied about Lee Harvey Oswald, they lied about October 7th, 2023 with the Hamas situation. Don't believe any of the lies about who done it. The answer is Israel and the CIA did it.
It seems like many are surprised that a lot of this was part of the plan to begin with.
This is an unprecedented attack by the Islamic Republic of Iran on the state of Israel. Multiple thresholds have been crossed here that have not been crossed before. I think it is correct to say that we're going to be looking at a new Middle East in the future.
The programming and everything surrounding the Red Heifers, Passover, and the Pentecost for their sacrifices and the Third Temple.
About where we are in this very scary night for Israelis up and down the country from the north to the south, and the kind of silver lining in all of this is that the IDF says it has intercepted, with the help of the United States, a majority of the projectiles that it faced incoming from Iran. Those are drones, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles.
We must not forget, from the subliminal standpoint to the spiritual, things are even seen in biblical perspective.
We are closely monitoring Iranian killer drones that are en route to Israel sent by Iran. This is a severe and dangerous escalation. Our defensive and offensive capabilities are at the highest level of readiness ahead of this large-scale attack from Iran. Together with our partners, the Israel Defense Forces is operating at full force to defend the state of Israel and the people of Israel.
We must be aware of our surroundings and take note that things may not seem what they are, but are shown to the masses. And part of that is them receiving that energy because they were doing a lot of rituals, a lot of things behind the scenes.
Israel is preparing accounting for that possibility. Its foreign minister vowing to strike Iranian soil directly if there is an attack coming from Iran, though intelligence officials are telling NBC News that attack from Iran is more likely to focus on intelligence and military targets rather than civilians. President Biden was asked about the possibility of a retaliatory strike by Iran. This is what he said.
They're threatening to launch a significant attack on Israel. As I told Prime Minister Netanyahu, our commitment to Israel's security against these threats from Iran and its proxies is ironclad.
The sacrifice of the red heifers will now supposedly take place during the Passover, which is April 22nd to the 30th. They are serious about the third temple, so around Passover to the Pentecost timeframe, they believe God will reveal himself through the efforts of this event.
And for those of you who are new to the idea of Israel running our country, just look at the fact that there's this genocide going on in Gaza right now, that Israel is giving orders to all of the U.S. puppet politicians to vote in favor of arms for Israel. So this is not a decision being made by a democratic country. We don't live in a democracy. It's not a decision being made by representatives of the people. It's a decision that is being made by puppets of Israel who are completely under control through bribery, blackmail, and threats. I mean, a lot of them know about Israel's many assassinations against politicians around the world, especially JFK. That's the most important one. And so they know they can't get out of line, or they're in danger. Okay, so they have to go along to get along. They're afraid for their lives. So they just keep doing this crazy arming of Israel. Okay, so then if you think that these people who are under Israel's control are going to keep you safe, no, it's the opposite. They have no choice but to go along with the agenda. Some of our politicians know what's going to happen on April 8th, some don't. But it's really the CIA. The CIA is the power in this country. Like, well, our puppet politicians don't do anything. The CIA is kind of it. I call the CIA a Mossad field station. So the Mossad is Israel's CIA, and they're in charge of our CIA. And they took over the CIA in our country in the 1950s, which was a preparation for the JFK assassination, a preparation to do anything they wanted to do. It was a preparation. They took over the CIA in the 1950s so that they could steal nuclear weapons from the US, literally steal nuclear weapons material, smuggle them out of here illegally so that they could create a nuclear weapons arsenal. Okay, so this is what's about to happen, and I just want everyone to be prepared. Please have a minimum of 2 weeks of food and water, and please we have to get this message out now. Israel and the CIA did it because we don't want to be dragged into a massive war, which would potentially be World War III. What they're going to want to do is round people up and say, hey, Iran, Russia, China, whoever they're going to blame it on, they attacked us. They may blame, another thing is they may blame ISIS or Al-Qaeda. Those are Israeli CIA creations. They're puppets. So they're totally controlled by Israel and the CIA. And so what they do is they say, ISIS did this thing, and then they attack everything around that target, right? So there's any number of potential false flag blame subjects, but it's going to be to advance Israel's agenda of expansion and conquest.
Of course.
So that's the introduction I wanted to share with you.
And they will continue to do so, but some are not actually seeing it for what it really is. So what are your thoughts on all of this? And with that being said, have faith, remain vigilant, and God bless you all. You'll see the signs around quicker than the speed of sound. If you didn't believe then, you will soon see it in the end. If you get left outside the door, just hope your soul is saved, 'cause it is only through grace.